I'll have to get off the phone. Bye. Bye. Hello. Good evening. It's a little bit of a sad topic. I've been thinking about it, seeing lots of posts on Facebook. A lot of people being upset about pro-life people having signs on buses that are calling for pro-life, different states that are calling for pro-life. There are a lot of people talking about wanting pro-choice, and it seems like there are a lot of people that are caught in the middle. People who don't really, I don't know, it's hard. I'm a woman. I'm in my 50s. And I don't have any children. I don't have any. It's the most saddest thing ever. I just wish I had children. And I don't understand where people are coming from at this point in life, where they think the best thing to do is to be happy about somebody being able to have an abortion at 4 months, at 5 months, at 6 months. I don't understand. I don't. I could only wish. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Michael. I only wish that I could have children. I wasn't as lucky as most people. Hello, Brenda. One of the things, I'm going to tell you a little story. I wanted to have a child. I've always wanted to have a child. I remember everybody saying that, don't tell anybody that you're pregnant until after 3 months. Why should people not be able to tell anybody until after 3 months? I could never understand that. And right now, I will say that I am so glad that when I was pregnant, that I was very loud and proud that I was carrying a baby. I miscarried at approximately 3 months. And I was so devastated. I was absolutely devastated. But you know what? I had those 3 months of feeling that I was going to be a mother, and that I actually had that sensation. Some people would not say it was a sensation, but I believe it was a sensation that was inside of me. It's okay, Sherry. Still working through it. I've worked through it mostly, but with all these issues nowadays, it has sort of brought it all back up. Um, but I was proud for those 3 months. And I know I love that baby so very much. Oh, thank you, Michael. But I was devastated. I even had a doctor's office that was not the nicest to me when I was going through that miscarriage. Um, when I went in to see about getting some help for grieving after that, because I was devastated, I went there because I couldn't get through to the doctor's office on the telephone. So I went into the office and I said, I'd like to make an appointment, to see the doctor because I'm miscarrying. And I was told to follow up with my doctor. And the lady behind the desk at the doctor's office said to me, "It's a miscarriage. Get over it." That's all she said to me. That is about the most saddest thing that I had ever heard. I felt so lost. And that's why this is one of the reasons I don't understand why people are embracing abortion. I don't really like to say that word, but why are people embracing it? If it was such a nothing, why did I feel so much pain in a miscarriage? I really feel that they're going to feel the pain later on because there is loss. There is a grieving period that you will go through in order to enable to have your life go on and have meaning. I really believe that when you have an abortion, that you still have to grieve it. Your life still is at a standstill. You still have to have the ability to move on from it, just like you do when you have a miscarriage. You know, it's a struggle. When I had that miscarriage, I was 43. I was 43 and proud, but now I'm in my 50s. So, you know, I've had to find a new purpose to my life. One of the things I really don't understand, you know, having children enables us to supply a new set of people to potentially become presidents and doctors and lawyers, or maybe just lazy bums, but that's okay. You have to have all kinds of people. Oh, Michael, what did you say? I'm only here because my mother decided not to have an abortion? Wow. That's pretty amazing. She must have had to make quite a lot of decisions. And she still decided to give birth to you. You know, and you're very thankful. Well, you know what? We are thankful that you are here, able to be part of this forum and to be part of life. And yes, we would say thank you to your mother for that. But the way that everybody is of what I've seen from people that I've known on Facebook for many years, it's almost like they vilify people wanting to have children. It almost came across that way from everything that they were commenting, was almost like, had somebody posted, "Oh, I'm pregnant and I'm expecting and I'm happy," that they would have vilified this poor woman. And then they went into Christianity and to religion, and they just started going down this hole. And I thought to myself, who are these people that I thought I knew? Who are all these people? I thought I knew them. Oh, really, Sherry? And you know what? You really are blessed. You really are blessed to have a child. Every child is a blessing. And you probably can think back to when you were pregnant and what it felt like to be pregnant. The anticipation of the birth of your child. That's a wonderful thing. And I think a mother and a child have a special bond. And nowadays, we're able to, excuse me, incorporate the father to be more into the picture as part of creating the full bond. But there's a special, special bond that's between a mother and a child. Yes, you are truly, truly blessed. It is hard, but it just felt that what I saw with the posts were vilifying people with children, vilifying people wanting to have children, vilifying the world, vilifying, you know, religion. We have to have some new upstanding citizens to come into this world. That's how we make the world better or worse. But we need new people. And we need new kinds of people. Why can't people feel happy about that? And you know what? When I had that baby for 3 months in my stomach, it was a baby. That was exciting. I didn't want to miscarry. That was probably one of the worst things that ever happened to me. Yes, we are on this earth for a reason. And yes, sometimes we never know, but sometimes, and that's the challenge in life. We take different paths, and we we trying to find our way as through the road of life. It forks one way, it forks the other way. We make our decisions. And, we come to some sort of peace within ourselves as we go through it. When you don't find peace in it, it's probably not the best road to have traveled down. So you kind of take another path and see that other fork in that road. But I'm just so tired of people almost being happy to get rid of children before they're born. We're given so many tools nowadays. And yes, some of you may not like what I'm going to say, but we are given many tools before to hinder conception. Oh my gosh, Sherry. Oh my gosh. Well, I am glad she's pregnant again. And that is very good, Sherry, that you pray for her. I will pray for her too. It is sad. But it's almost like, oh, there's a huge amount of people that want to take it as nothing. It's something. It's a human being. It's breathing. I know, because the ultrasounds, when you go to do the ultrasound, they can put the stuff on you, and then they're able to get you to hear the heartbeat, and you can hear the heartbeat from so when their baby is almost seems like it's non-existent. You can hear a heartbeat, and wow, you know what? It isn't faint. It isn't like it's really loud on their machines. It is amazing to hear that sound. There's life. Oh, Michael, you think abortion is very wrong? You know what? I can understand. I mean, based on what you've told us, you wouldn't have been here in this world. You wouldn't be joining us here in this forum if like from what you said before, if your mother had took that other fork in the road that was not so positive. And you know, I know you, Michael, and you have a wonderful story, because even though your mother gave you up for adoption, she always talked about you. She talked to you, your siblings, even though you didn't know your birth family until very recently. They knew about you. They knew about your existence. Yes, and she always did look for you. But you were adopted by a lovely family that raised you. But it is proud as a child that was adopted to know that your birth mother still looked for you. And all those siblings, oh my gosh. you know. Hi, Jesse. Oh no, you know, well it is sad because well, thank you for stopping in, Jess. Yes, I mean it is a little sad, but you know what? If all of our mothers had made a different decision at one time, guess what? We would not all be together right at this very moment. All of us, our mothers, all said yes to us. Isn't that something very happy? You know, I am proud to be here with a bunch of people whose parents all, well, their mothers distinctly said yes to having a baby. Sure, can you tell me your story? Can you tell me your story? Oh, please do tell. You know, it is. I just wanted to come straight out and say out loud that you know what? I want to see more people in this world. And you know what? Even at my age, I still would love to adopt one. So if anybody's having a little bit of an issue out there, I'm here, you know, because we know it can be tough. It is hard raising children, but we all do our best and we have our community to help us. But tell me a bit about your story, Sherry. It seems like we would all love to hear it. I would like to hear it. You were not supposed to live when you were uh you were Sherry says I was not supposed to live when I was born. They couldn't find a heartbeat. I had a heart defect, but God saved me. And you're turning 50 this year. And we could say praise to God for that. Oh, that is so wonderful. Sorry. You know, those are the miracles that happen. I'm glad you're here. And thank you to your mother for hanging in there. Thank you to your mother. Yes, every day is a gift. Now, could you imagine what would have happened if that happened today? Somebody would have said, "Oh no, you don't there's we can't hear a heartbeat." And they just poof like it's nothing. a baby. People can't decide where it begins or ends. And I'm going to say, you know what? You can hear a heartbeat most of the time, right from early on. Oh, good night, Michael. Good night, Jesse. But you know what? Conception. Those little guys wiggle, wiggle, wiggle over conception. I'm so glad that your mother was able to give birth to you. That's wonderful. Your parents must have faith, Sherry. They have to have had faith. And they believed and put their faith in God. Ah, sorry. That brought tears to my eyes. Because you see, that's joy. And I don't know why people can't be happy. And I don't know why people have to nowadays feel so angry about everything. No, you know what? That was joy. That was tears of joy. You know, your parents had faith. Faith that everything was going to be all right. And wow, here you are. They didn't give up on you. Even before you came out of the womb, they did not give up on you. They were there for you. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Oh, your friend says, let God sort things out. Yes. Yes, faith. See? And that's how I feel about it too. You know, I just I just got tired of everybody seeming to be almost, it's like they're going after, almost like they don't want people to have children and that it is almost a good thing, but they say choice and they say pro-choice. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. Like the choice should be, should we name her Amy? Should we name her Brianna? There's your choices. Should we name him Bob? Should we name him Joe? Those are the choices we should be having. You know? I'm pro-choice on name. Pick a name, any name. But, and then they're getting upset with Christianity and faith. You know, the I know this may come across weird or funny because I've always been told since I was a child that I always kind of thought about things in a kind of weird way. But it's almost like they put the two things, faith, religion, God, all of those, and pro life. They put those together and almost like they want to get rid of them. And if you don't have faith or you don't believe in anything, it's easy to be pro choice. Yes, I've been in on a few of his streams. I've listened to him and I've actually turned Cab 7 on and listened to him. I find him very soothing. You know, I think without faith, it's easy to be pro choice. That's my analogy, just my thoughts. You know? Oh, Michael says we all need to be pro Christian. Well, most Christians tend to be pro life, but that's faith. Sherry says, I listened last night for the first time. He started to talk about God and I was surprised. Oh, Sherry says she agrees with you, Michael. Yes, you know what? Cab 7 does talk about God. And, you know, I believe in God. I have faith. And you know what? That's what keeps me going. That's what helps to keep me going and a reason to wake up, a reason to go to work, a reason for the decisions I make. And I know a lot of people may not like it because I'm saying the things that I'm saying tonight. But I have faith in God. And I believe God will be there for me. I'm a Christian. I was raised as a Christian. And I still am a Christian. And I know a lot of people do not like that. I believe you have to have faith in something. There are so many different religions, and I always believe you got to believe in something or your life is nothing. Sherry says, yes, God will lead us through anything we are facing. Yes, you're so right, Sherry. And Michael says, Christianity is dying. And it is very unfortunate. Yes, it is. And this is why I believe that without the faith, it's so easy to make those kind of not so great decisions. You know, and I know like everybody always faces on the really sad things of why people need to have an abortion. Oh, I still don't like even saying that word. But I find that I don't think maybe they have enough of a support group around them. Yes. Yes, Sherry. I am really hoping it will make a comeback. And Michael says we really need to band together. Yes. I hope it comes back. You know? And I think it will happen bit by bit. You know, I think having faith enables you to have empathy. I can never empathy for others. It allows you to care and share with other people. It makes you less cold. You know, you know how we are talking about music the other day? Yes. Oh, yes, we were talking about music the other day. Uh, yeah, Michael says, unfortunately, I really can't voice what I feel being politically correct. Yeah, well, we still have to be careful on YouTube because they like to do strikes for things. There, but it really upset me tonight about people really feeling it was okay to kill a baby that's growing inside of you. And it's so sad. All I listen to is contemporary Christian, and it really helps me through my day. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. When I got married, Sherry, when I got married, I I had how most people have their wedding ceremonies and there's not a lot of hymns or etc. during the ceremony. It's usually short. I had a very long ceremony. The full communion. I had hymns and I sung all my favorite hymns. And it was a very important day to me, and I really, really had to have my favorite Christian songs at my wedding. Well, hymns, because I'm Anglican. hmm But I'm sorry to bring such a kind of sad subject tonight. But I do feel a lot better at this point. But I do. Oh, you listen to joyfmonline.org. I'm going to remember that. Thank you, Sherry. That's good. I think that's something to check out. And I definitely think I'm going to do that. I just think that there are a lot of naysayers in this world. And it's almost like you don't really know who your friends really are. Um, People that I've known for 20 odd years, and to find out that they think so pro-choice to that effect. And but I'm going to pray for them. Sometimes when I get on Facebook, you know what I do with some of these controversial people that don't have nothing basically like about these abortion issues. I get on there and I don't really say too much, but I'll say, I will pray for you. And they really don't like that. They really get upset when I say that I will pray for them. But I have to say that you guys have made me feel a lot better. And thank you for putting up with me with my little rant, my little bit of tears. I mean, I don't really have much to bring to the issue except that I was very upset that people do not think of life from the beginning. I really believe God brings us into this world. And that begins when it starts to grow within us. When we have that little baby that they want to call those clump of whatever, but I don't think it's a clump of whatever. It's a little baby. So I think we should maybe call it a night for this little chat. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. And thank you, Michael. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for joining me. And you know what? Thank you. You have cheered me up. And there was a reason. You came to tell me your story. And I am so proud to know you. Have a good night, and we'll see you again.